That's not the way we wanted to get our first win, but we came up 6,000 short last year in Pomona, and it's been on our minds ever since. So we'll take the win. I mean, I wanted Kurt in other lanes. We wanted to win heads up, and I think we could have had a pretty good race. You know, we're running their horsepower, and they're helping us out at the same time. So I tried to be as slow as I could getting back to the line, hoping he'd get his car running and get up there with me.
There's a nice thought there, you know, trying to do that. How did the conversion from the Mopar to Warren Johnson horsepower happen for you?
Well, I talked to him back in Vegas earlier this year. Roy Hill actually took me over there, and we talked about next year doing something with him. So we had it planned out to run with him in 2009, but at Indy, you know, we weren't in the countdown, so we were debating on finishing up the year in the Dodge. And actually, Bob Glidden went over to Warren's pit area and went in his trailer and kind of egged him on a little bit to give us motors and see if we could come out here and help Kurt win the championship. And it must have worked, because it only took about 2 minutes for him to get back to my trailer and tell me to bring my car down to his shop and let's get it going. So, you know, these guys, they've been awesome to us. Everybody that's helped us this year, Don Schumacher, even Richard Maskins, Glidden, I mean, the whole deal. It's been up and down, but it's been awesome for us. So we're glad to be with those guys.
Questions for Justin? Bobby?
From inside the car, what was going through your mind when you were watching all this go on?
Well, I saw him start pushing his car, and I heard it. I thought I heard it fire it up, and I started my car, so I thought his car was running. So when I was pulling up to the water, one of my guys got on the radio and said that made him shut it off. So I figured I'd try to take my time. Like I said, Kurt's kind of my teammate now, and that's not the way I wanted to beat him. I wanted him over there and have a heads-up race. So I was excited at the same time, but disappointed at the same time. So it's I won a lot of races in Sport Compact, and nobody in another lane. It takes the excitement out of it, but hey, a Wally's a Wally, a win's a win, so we'll take it.
You said you thought you heard the engine scream, because it did fire if they pushed it off. Your mindset, that focus that Tony keeps talking about, it has to be pretty much going all over the map, trying to figure out what the hell's going on. I mean, do you just try to shut all that out if you can, or what do you do?
Yeah, I mean, every time you pull up there, you try to be clear-headed, but there was a lot going through my mind right there. Like I said, Kurt's my teammate. He's going for the championship, so I hate to see him lose a round doing that, you know. But at the same time, my guys are excited, and they're trying to rush me up to the starting line, hoping he wouldn't make it up. So it was a tough ordeal. I mean, I wish he was there, but it worked out in our favor this time.
Well, you had to win 3 to get there, so it's not like they handed you the trophy on the way in this morning.
That's right.
For a guy that won the Sport Compact Series to come out here on the big stage to win an NHRA championship in Pro Stock, to join a very select group of Pro Stock winners, what's it mean to a guy like you?
I mean, it's huge, especially to come here to this facility. I mean, brand new, first race. I mean, the facility's awesome. The fans were just amazing all weekend. I mean, it's pretty unreal. It really hadn't hit me yet, but I'm sure it will soon. So we're excited. We're happy to be in the winner's circle, and hopefully we'll be back soon. She was a little hot. You know, Kurt was fast all day, outran us 200 or 300, so we knew we had to get after her a little bit if we wanted to have a good race. And when we went up there, I mean, my crew chief really didn't. He knew he wasn't in another lane, so he really didn't worry about the lead on the starting line. So she was chipped up a little high, but it shook pretty good.
Justin, you mentioned earlier that Bob Glidden went in and egged Warren Johnson on to help you guys. You mentioned in Indy that you'd love to have Bob Glidden back out there with you, helping you. What would the combination of Bob Glidden and Warren Johnson bring to a Pro Stock team?
Oh, that could bring some tension between those two.
Chaos.
Yeah, a lot of chaos. I mean, it's funny, actually. I think they both have mutual respect for each other, but I don't know if they'd want each other working around their pits. But I'd love to have Bob back. I mean, he's not in real good health right now, and he needs to stay home and get his heart better before he even thinks about coming back in this mess. But I don't know. It would be fun, but it would be interesting.
Justin, you've used the word "we" several times. Who else is involved with your team?
All my crew guys. You know, my parents helped me a lot. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here. But you know, it's not an I thing out here. It's a we thing. It's a team thing, and you know, the driver's got the easy job. So really, it belongs to everybody else that's out there working on my car.
And your crew chief?
Frank Gugliotta. He's from the IHRA side. He races IHRA Pro Stock, and he's an amazing guy. I mean, he's been helping Warren and stuff a little bit, and it's starting to show a little bit. So I think we're going to have a good program with the 3 cars. So we're excited.
Other questions for Justin? Thank you very much, Justin Humphreys, our Pro Stock winner.